So the album that we're listening to is called Cohoots. And I was just thinking about that. About how so many people have an issue with Amy Gross. And it has everything to do with the fact that I am not in cahoots with our society. Now granted, there are definitely things that I do that I can't not do if I'm going to live the life that I'm living. And I realize that other people are in that same position when it comes to the technology that they use. Don't think that I'm not aware of that, okay? I understand that certain people are not in a position where they can just break their phone or stop using Facebook or whatever. Because, you know, unfortunately, people are reliant on that stuff. Which is why I was always opposed to it from the very beginning, because I knew that this would happen. Now, I actually just discovered that there is an institute that is entirely devoted to studying the internet and smartphone, social media dependence. It's in Connecticut. So there is a place that does that. But yeah, I'm going to continue to do research on this because I feel like this is my calling, especially considering the fact that I do have a pretty elaborate background in 12-step recovery. I don't go to meetings anymore because I think that that's a cult, but now I realize that, you know, church is a cult too. Pretty much everything is a cult. So I guess it just depends on what kind of cult you want to be part of. But I think that the internet is a way worse cult because, you know, you're interacting with people that aren't really communicating. You know, at least with an AA meeting, there are actual people there saying real things. At least I hope so. I hope that I wasn't hallucinating the whole time I was going. I might have been though, who knows. But you know, I have this recovery triangle. Apparently this is a satanic symbol too, so there's some good news. But God is forgiving, okay? God is forgiving. He knew that I didn't know what I was doing back then because I was in my early 20s and I thought it was cool to be in recovery. But there is a lot of truth to the 12-step program because it was based on Christian principles. So I think that people that apply it are people that understand the use for spiritual principles in their life. And I think that it's going to be absolutely necessary in this coming age if it actually comes, because you know, I see all kinds of shit on the internet, and pretty much everybody can agree upon the fact that, you know, we're in a really sticky situation right now, okay, and it just keeps on getting stickier every single day. I just wish that people were more creative, but the technology has definitely put a damper on innovation. You know, I think that people don't understand that what it's done to our ability to critically think or to our level of confidence in ourselves to be able to do things without the use of machines. That's really more of the issue than, oh, the government's doing this, the government's doing that, you know. Whatever, man. I never expected anything from the government other than corruption. I'm so sorry that you were in a different boat than me. But anyway, I do love getting into these little spats with people online, though. It's kind of fun. Because I've done my research on this, and I'm continuing to do research on it, and I'm not just looking up stuff I agree with, but what's amazing is that there is way more stuff that goes along with what I've been saying. There's way more evidence of what I initially thought about the technology. There's way more of that than there is evidence to the contrary. So once again, I will reiterate the fact that I do not want to be right about any of this stuff. I wish that smartphones were positive. I wish that social media was positive. But, you know, it really is just another version of a slot machine.